So you may find this video either interesting or helpful, you may get nothing out of it, or you just want to hear about boobs. Either way, I wanted to document this and see kind of what happens. So I never mentioned anything about it. I have been off of social media for a while in terms of like YouTube and like posting stuff like that. And I haven't even mentioned it on personal pages, and very few people know about it. So I decided I would start from the beginning and we'll go from here. So last year I found a lump in one of my breasts, and for obvious reasons you get it examined, and from the examination they kind of point you which way you go from there. So what ended up happening is when I went to get the exam, she said it definitely wasn't anything cancerous or bad. She said she personally has felt what a cancerous lump in a breast feels like, and it's definitely not that. So I got referred for an ultrasound because I'm too young and I don't have a lot of tissue in order to get a mammogram. So I got an ultrasound done over top of the lump, and from everything that I was told, even during the ultrasound, the tech was like, okay, I can tell you right now it's most likely just tissue. And then obviously the person, I don't know what they're called. I'm not good with names of different types of doctors and their specialty. What she had told me is that it's just thickened breast tissue, which is normal. I guess 60% of all women will find a lump in their breast at any point during their life. And most of those cases turns out to be something called fibrocystic breast changes. So what that is your body's natural hormone cycle will produce excess thickened tissue, and it kind of inflames a bit and it gets larger and it decreases according to your cycle. They hurt, they are inflamed at certain points during my period. So the week before my period, they usually get really inflamed. They're very painful. It hurts to be bra free, and if you don't know, for the past year and a half, I have been totally bra free. So I've had to start wearing bras and sports bras again because, well, any kind of movement in fibrocystic breasts, they have a tendency to pull on the breast tissue and kind of create larger scar issues. It'll stretch the excess tissue and basically make it larger, and you have thicker scar tissue. If the lumps ever go away, it'll be thickened scar tissue. So most likely up until I hit menopause, I will continue to have the breast lumps. They could spread to both breasts. Right now it's just in one. It could spread to the other one. However, I decided to kind of go against what the doctor said. The doctor just told me in order to be comfortable to take a daily painkiller of ibuprofen, something that's inflammatory, anti-inflammatory, to kind of help with that. Where we are now is I have done a lot of research. Obviously, it's bothered me for this long, and since it has spread, I have decided to be a little bit more proactive and kind of address problems with it. So if you remember, or if you've been watching me for a very long time, when I first before I got pregnant with Lexi, I had a miscarriage. They basically told me that the reason I had a miscarriage was because I am estrogen dominant. My body produces very little, if any, progesterone, which, if you don't know, progesterone is actually what helps your body maintain a pregnancy, and I didn't have any of that. I guess fibrocystic breasts, they have a tendency to be unbalanced hormones. Now, knowing this entire time I have unbalanced hormones, I did not, up until a few weeks ago, realize that unbalanced hormones could be the cause of the fibrocystic breast changes. I was reading a website by Dr. Lamb, L-A-M, and he did an article on the kind of how unbalanced hormones and having too much estrogen can cause fibrocystic breast changes, and how balancing out could potentially alleviate all your symptoms. It could take away all of the lumps. And as a kind of bonus thing, having balanced hormones kind of makes your mood a little bit more even. I have also suffered from anxiety for quite a few years, also unbalanced hormones. So my point is, I am starting today, this video right now. I just received what I'm going to be starting. I'm going to be starting a couple of the supplement things that he kind of recommends to see what it does. They're iodine supplements, because most people who have fibrocystic breast issues, they're very low in iodine. Iodine could actually potentially fix it all by itself. However, I want to kind of give it the best possible chance that I can to see what happens. Another thing that he recommended was DIM supplements. Now, these are very hard to pronounce, and I'm unsure if I could. Diindolylmethane, probably butchering that, but it's supposed to help the good estrogens and kind of inhibit the bad estrogens in your body to kind of even it out a little bit more. And then also start a progesterone cream again. I've used it before and it works really well. I'm willing to try anything because it does bother me so much, and there's not really anything medically that you could do for it. It's just something that you have to maintain and try and fix why it's there. And since nobody gave me any information of why it's there, and seeing that being estrogen dominant is a cause, then I'm going to try doing it my way. Well, not my way, but I'm going to be trying to do it according to Dr. Lamb, who does a more natural approach to things. I can potentially say that these might be helpful, but I wanted to document it so that we can see together, and I can kind of let you guys know if you have any sort of issues like this, definitely see a doctor first, and definitely go by what they say if you are willing to do that, or if they give you more information than just take a daily painkiller. But since mine just told me to take a daily painkiller, I would rather go about this way. Oh, by the way, it is cruelty free. No parabens, mineral oil, petroleum, or animal anything. Our products are never tested on animals. It's vegan and cruelty free. I am so excited now. Bathroom now, because I forgot that I wanted to show you like a skin close-up so we can see what it does to my skin as well, since balancing out your hormones should get rid of hormonal acne. So let's take a look together. Yep, this is lovely. Yep, this is nice, guys. This is real nice. So I have a lot of issues. This is actually a lot of scarring, but yeah, I got some little friends here, and one over here by my ear. So yep, this guy though, he's really angry. I wanted to let you know, after I took the first dose, the cream actually smells quite good. I don't remember if the Happy PMS cream smelled good or not, but this one smells really good. So that's pretty cool. That smells really nice. It is tingling though. Like you can feel it. I don't know. It feels like someone's doing this. I put it on my wrists, by the way. It feels like somebody's going like this to my skin. Like it's really weird. And from what I remember, vaguely remember, it had the same effect every single time you put it on. So that's nice. Oh, I'm turning a little bit red right there. That's probably nothing to worry about. What about this side? No, this side's fine. Okay, so I have a little bit of a red spot right here. I'll keep an eye on that and I'll let you know. I'll let you know if anything comes of that. Now I also took the capsule. Like I said, you take 2 capsules per day, but I'm doing once in the morning and once at night so that maybe it'll have better absorption. I'm not sure how this works. The red spot has completely gone away, so I think maybe it was just like a little bit too much friction from rubbing it in. Yeah, so there's another little update for you on the fun times of whatever I'm taking at this point. So there you go. It's been about 6 hours since I did the first dose. And it's hard getting the dosage right because the dosage says it's a 1/4 teaspoon on the thin parts of your skin, so like your arms, your stomach, and things like that. So 1/4 teaspoon is really hard to get. So the first time I did it, I did like a small dollop because one, it's hard to gauge, and it said like a dime size amount. So I did what I thought was a dime size amount, and then this time I decided to go and get a 1/4 teaspoon and literally measure it out, and it's a lot more than I anticipated. So both of my arms are entirely covered from wrist to like almost armpit. And then I still had some left over and I put it on my stomach. So now everything's like really tingly, and I don't know if you can see. Probably not. You can probably see it on this one better. Let's see. You can see I have goosebumps everywhere. You see that? Okay. So I have goosebumps everywhere because it still feels like someone's doing like this all over my arms and my stomach, which is totally normal. When I previously used progesterone cream, it's totally normal. That's what you feel. But it's funny seeing all kinds of goosebumps everywhere. So yeah, I made sure and ate before I had the second dose of the DIM supplement. So far it's not bothering me stomach-wise. So before I completely finish here, I also wanted to mention that the cream is very sticky. It remains tacky for about 20 minutes. And it's still a little bit tacky now, and I still have goosebumps, and it's been maybe about 10 minutes. So it's still tacky and I still have goosebumps. But after the like weird tingling sensation goes away, the goosebumps do go down. So, I mean, that's where I'm at right now. I've still got goosebumps. I'm still a little bit sticky. And looking forward to seeing any sort of results. So I will talk to you next week for an update, and we will just continue on and see what happens.